Aloha, fellow Astro lovers, and welcome back to Vision Quest Astrology. Here for another, hopefully to you, awesome astrological video. So, I was thinking that I would continue, this series I started on, the quadrants of astrology. I mean, I could just end it at the first video, but as fun as it would be to leave you guys hanging, I figured, okay, I'll be a decent person and give you the second one too, But yeah, so we're going to go into the second quadrant of astrology, which is following the first one. As y'all know, the first one was all about, it's the quadrant of self. It's Aries through Cancer, houses 1 through 4. It's my personality, my possessions, my values, my communication in my mind, and my emotions, and how I feel, and express those emotions. So once we get that out of the way, we get to relating to other people. Thus, if you're anything like me, it's like you thrive off of being around other people, you love to hang out with other people are awesome, but then at the same time, other people just fucking suck. Yeah, that's kind of how that happens, it's a catch-22, kind of like how you say, I can't live with him or her, I can't live without him or her. It's how it is with other people. But at the end of the day, in the second quadrant, we really learn how to deal with other people. We're learning to get out of ourselves, basically, that the world isn't just about us, that to do the things we need to do in life and to have partnership and friendship and this, that, and the other, we have to learn how to work with people. I hate to break it to you. I know it's a sad, devastating reality, but it is what it is. So, in the second quadrant, we are dealing with Leo through Scorpio and houses 5 through 8, those 4 houses and those 4 signs. These are the relational signs. They are the ones that do the relating business and are simply that. We're relating with other people and each one in a different way. So it goes a little something like this. And we start with Leo when we go into relational stuff. And Leo is perfect for this because Leo to me is the heart. I feel like heart is the foundation of dealing with other people. If we're going to have meaningful relationships or even just fun ones, whatever it is, your heart's got to be in it. Leo is loyal. Leo is passionate. Leo represents, the investment that we put into relationships, and that's where the ego comes in. How the ego that we invest into the relationship, the part of ourselves that does have that pride, that cares about how people see us, that cares about the image we're putting out there to the world. Leo cares about that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you, Leo, in the 5th house for doing that for all of us. Once you have that foundation for relationship, which I feel like Leo is that foundation, then we go over to Virgo. Once we're all out there having a good time in the 5th house and being playful and childlike and a good time and all that stuff. And by the way, the 5th house is usually where pregnancy is happening. It's in that fun good time that you getting people knocked up, and you getting knocked up is what happens. So after the good times of the 5th house and Leo, we move over to the 6th house and to Virgo. And that is when basically we start really getting a little bit more serious in relationship. We actually are, Virgo is partially ruled by Mercury. Virgo, like Gemini, likes communication. Virgo likes to talk. Virgo likes to hear other people talk. Virgo is the communication in the relationship. It is the harvesting of the crops. It is the it's relating to people in a way where it's not just about getting something out of it for you. You are giving selflessly to another person. It's not always just in the work field that Virgo is doing this or in the 6th house. It's actually in relationships and in in those partnerships, be it friendship, romantic, or family, whatever. Virgo wants to help you out. So when that's needed, call up your Virgo friend or your Virgo, whoever they are. They gonna help you out. Hopefully, maybe, if you're on the good side. And we crank it up to the 7th house in Libra, which is the house and the archetype and sign of relationships. Libra is literally how we are relating to another person. It's how they are relating to us. It's this teeter-totter effect of balance of, okay, me here, you there, and this is how we relate to each other. And it literally is the relationship itself. That's Libra. That is their domain. And it's also making sure that things are fair, that things are balanced in the relationship. Libra is actually very good about calling this out, letting it know, like, hey, I'm starting to feel like a doormat. Stop taking advantage of me, okay? Thanks. This is where we start talking more long-term committed relationships. This is where we start talking engagement and where we start talking about marriage and having a family, and really coming into union. And in many ways, yes, Libra in the seventh house is more the fluffy side of the relationship, and the honeymoon phase, and the getting to know each other, and it's got that Venusian little Venus pretty kiss to it, that we all love and fluff over. So then we end with Scorpio and with the 8th house. Yeah, the part that is the harder issues of relationships. We get to Scorpio in the 8th house, we start dealing with divorce, we start dealing with breakups, we start dealing with intimacy. Intimacy is the thing that we really want the most out of a relationship, but yet it's the last phase that we get to. Sure, you're having a good time, you're getting to know someone in the 5th house, you are starting to serve this person in the 6th house, and they're serving you, and you're establishing communication. And then in Libra on the 7th, you're in the fluffy part of the relationship, and it's the partnership itself, the union that brings you together. But in Scorpio in the 8th house, you really truly know this person. This is where you know their secrets, you know their lies, you know the betrayals. This is where the conflict and the catastrophe in relationships that we all experience, this is where the drama comes in. The drama that we say we hate so much, but that we seem to thrive on. Yes, that drama that keeps you up in the middle of the night when you are missing a significant other that you love so much, but that you're fighting with, or you're separated with because you're going through issues. You're having a real relationship. You're starting to have real talks, real dynamics. Shit got real. That's Scorpio. That's the 8th house. And if you can survive that, then you're probably pretty damn well destined to be together, at least for a little while. There you have it, folks. That is the second quadrant of astrology, and that deals with all of the signs and their corresponding houses. And yeah, it's where we are coming to learn how to relate with other people. And it's really fun to look at this, because once you understand that, you're like, okay, these are these areas of my life. That makes a little bit more sense now. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and thank you for taking the time to watch. We got one more on the third quadrant of astrology, and that will be coming up next, so stay tuned. In the meantime, if you are interested in a chart reading from me of any kind at a pretty discounted price, check out my website in the link below at visionquesthealing.com, and leave some comments and let me know what you think, so that I guess I'll keep making these videos if you like them, and if not, I'm still gonna make them anyway. So thank you, everybody. Aloha, and happy transiting. See you next time.